Let's pause because D.B. Cooper is the only unsolved plane hijacking in American history. And the reason it stayed unsolved isn't because the truth is impossible, it's because no one survived to confess. On November 24th, 1971, the day before Thanksgiving, a man in a business suit bought a ticket under the name Dan Cooper. He boarded a flight from Portland to Seattle, ordered a whiskey and soda, and handed the flight attendant a note. It wasn't a phone number, it was a bomb threat. Inside his briefcase, he claimed, were explosives. His demands were simple: $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. The airline agreed. They landed in Seattle, exchanged passengers for money and parachutes, then took off again, heading south. Somewhere over Washington state, around 8 p.m. in freezing rain and total darkness, Cooper opened the rear stairs of the plane mid-flight and jumped into the night. And that's where the legend begins, because he was never seen again. Now here's what most people get wrong. They imagine Cooper as some brilliant mastermind who pulled off the perfect crime. But when you look at the details, the story changes fast. First, he jumped wearing a business suit, a raincoat, and loafers, not a jumpsuit. Second, it was November in the Pacific Northwest. Freezing rain, high winds, pitch black forest below. Third, one of the parachutes he was given was a training chute that couldn't even open properly, and he took it. That doesn't sound like someone who knew what they were doing. It sounds like someone improvising. Cooper jumped at 10,000 feet in conditions that would terrify experienced skydivers. No helmet, no goggles, no protective gear. The cold alone at that altitude can kill you in minutes. Add wind shear, rain, and zero visibility, and you're not landing safely. You're surviving by accident, if at all. And here's the detail that matters most. In 1980, a boy found $5,800 in rotting cash along the Columbia River, and the serial numbers matched Cooper's ransom money. That money didn't float upstream. It was carried there by water, which means Cooper, or at least some of his cash, ended up in or near that river. So what really happened? The most likely scenario is this. Cooper jumped, survived the fall, but landed injured in freezing wilderness. Maybe he broke bones. Maybe the parachute caught in trees. Maybe he couldn't move. Hypothermia doesn't wait. Within hours, he would have been unconscious. Within a day, dead. His body, like thousands of others lost in the wilderness, was scattered by animals, buried under soil, or decomposed beyond recognition. The forest doesn't preserve evidence, it erases it. And that's the uncomfortable truth about D.B. Cooper. He didn't disappear because he was clever. He disappeared because the wilderness is unforgiving, and bodies don't last. The legend survived because we never found proof of failure. But absence of evidence isn't evidence of success. It's just silence. And sometimes silence is exactly what you'd expect when someone makes a one-way decision in the dark. So if you've ever wondered what happened to D.B. Cooper, the answer is probably lying somewhere in the forests of Washington, long gone, just like the man who thought he could beat gravity, weather, and luck all at once.